Before we even get started. Before we even get started. Before we even get started. Look at the faces. She look like what you talking about. You serious? And she looking like, yeah. She said, Get serious. Mind your business. See? Ain't that crazy how it popped up? Anyway, man, we finna get right up into it. It says, brace yourself. Look like Winston Duke or Jason Mama. Who was that? Or where was that? Jason Moma. Can be wow. And make 400,000 if you want to make. You got to make $400,000 to reproduce with this woman to the right of your screen. Got to look a certain way. I don't know who Winston Duke is, but I'm pretty sure they must be some type of like movie act, whatever they are. Her type. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was talking to you before, girl, at the top of the show. You wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, my bad. I think it was just I was trying to get in between like the online and YouTube and make sure I was in the right link.
Okay. The all-new Kendra G singles dating app is available now. Where are you from?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Okay. Dallas, Texas. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Accountant. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids.
Just the fur babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you, honey?
I'm 37.
37. And have you ever been married?
Never married.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an October Libra.
Libra. So we got Alicia, Dallas, Texas, 37 Libra. She's an accountant, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
All right, so I wrote it down because you get online, you get nervous, and then your mind starts blanking out. But we getting it right tonight.
Okay, we getting it right. You prepared.
So I would like a man that is emotionally available. He's got to be spiritual, at least believes in God. Confident or 6 foot or above. Romantic, ambitious, loves dogs. I'm okay with nerds and bisexual men.
And bisexual men. Okay. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Wait, pause. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Because I haven't had many women say that. Usually women say no bisexual men, no men that like men, but you are open to dating a man that dates men.
It's fine with me.
Have you ever dated a man that was bisexual?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Oh. Are you bisexual?
I'm going to say more so curious, but my sexual attraction is more towards men. Like, I think women are beautiful, naked, beautiful, like everything. But then it's all like the sexual part, I'm like, I don't know.
I have to say this. My show is going to be 5 in April because I created the show during COVID. And I used to always say, I've seen it all. I've heard it all. But it seems like I really haven't. Still 5 years in, I am still getting shocked different times. So there's more to come, I guess. But let's keep going. All right.
I'm glad I could shock.
What'd you say, honey?
I said, I'm glad I could shock you. I don't want to be boring, that's for sure, because that's not me.
Okay, girl. Listen, I'm trying to, I think there might have been a woman or two in the past that was open-minded to dating bisexual men. Because I had what some women call fluids, and they just dated, right? They were open to
being open to that at 37 years old with a bunch of dogs. That's different. That's different. You would think she would want to, settle down and build a family, but nah, she's like, I don't mind them going, on the other side of the gate. They can be on the other side of the gate and still come home. I don't know about that deal. I don't know. We gotta. This is wow.
Love. So, but let's keep going. What are your deal breakers?
So deal breakers are cigarette smokers or heavy weed smokers, for sure wants kids or has young kids, liars, poor communicators, and too sarcastic.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Um, Honestly, I'm 5'9". I'm a thick, curvy girl too, so I just feel like as long as you're a confident man, like I'll talk to you more than likely. My preference, though, of course, would be like Winston Duke or Jason Momoa.
Wait, your preference?
Yeah,
Let me find it. Winston Duke. That was Black Panther?
yeah, Umbaku.
Ooh, I don't remember his.
Let me see.
Girl, you really like them. You remember the name from the.
Oh yeah, I mean Umbaku, blow
Winston
that
Duke.
back
Oh,
out.
he's the
Yep,
quintessential tall, dark, and handsome.
exactly.
Let me pull a picture up for those who might not remember who she's talking about.
Okay, she gonna pull a picture. I was finna say who is Winston?
Let's we need a better picture. Um uh well, I'll use this. Okay, so this is your ideal man.
Ideal man.
Winston Duke. Oh, that's I-5. I-5. I love that movie. I-5. Hey, y'all know that off Black Panther, the dude. That's him. I-5. Hey, that's a good movie right there. Great actor. Movie was great. Whoever did the casting for Black Panther was great. That was a good movie. But this is her ideal guy. See.
Tall, dark, and handsome. I'm 5'9", flat foot. In like regular shoes, I'm probably 5'11". I have cowboy boots. So Tim's, those type of shoes, I'm 5'11". And then in heels, I'm about 6'3". So, I mean, if you're 5'4", like this guy who catfished me this weekend, you're definitely going to be a short man. I'm gonna be towering over you.
Okay. What was the other guy you said was your type?
Jason Momoa, Aquaman.
Can you
Oh
spell his
man.
last name?
Moma, I think it is.
Okay.
Mona.
This is the next ideal man?
Yeah.
Is she saying like okay? I'm pretty sure she's saying like that's who like if in her perfect world these are guys that she will go for or she want. Pretty sure she's not saying like the men she did. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. This is.
Him.
Yeah.
So you want a guy that looks like the last guy or this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like typically date Hispanic men. And then I typically date like so then the next would be black men and then mixed men. I grew up in Nebraska, so I've been mostly around white men. I feel like if I was supposed to have a white man, that would have been the time. I'm in Dallas, Texas. I like my sexy chocolates and my, we're going to say medium chocolates.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Well, I showed you the two type of men she likes, fellas. So you better look like that.
I mean, they don't have to look exactly like that, but I mean, you get the idea. Like, I mean, if you're gonna be tall, like I would like a tall man, like 6'5". Jason Momoa has like an awesome personality. He seems like he gets along with generally everybody. I could take him anywhere. You ain't got to worry about I can't be around gay shit or I can't be around this shit or whatever. So it's like let's go and explore life together. And the same thing with Winston Duke. Like he just, oh, I don't know. He just, you just get so hot looking at him, especially when he be in his Black Panther outfits. You can't go wrong with a man with fur and leather.
Ooh, one of those photos came up. I'm gonna move on, but since you brought, because I was trying to figure out which photo to show of
Yeah,
him, and that photo came up.
yeah.
So this is your. Well, let me pull it up.
Winston Duke when he's sitting in the chair. Yeah, exactly.
So this gets you hot and bothered.
Confidence
So
at
if
its
a man
peak.
is not as attractive as those two, would he have a chance with you?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
honestly, my friend, she makes fun of me because she says, like, I date ugly dudes. She's like, ooh, girl, you shouldn't have talked to him at all. I'm like, I don't know. The thing is, he was nice. He was flirty. If you're going to treat me like a princess, like, I'm going to allow you to.
All right, so she doesn't have this fantasy where she thinks that they have to look like they had it. She got her okay. This don't sound too bad. She want them tall, which is a lot of she want them tall. She 5'9", it's understandable. These are understandable things. She said tall, but the only thing is a little she don't mind being flipped over. He could be flipped over. Oh no, he could be flipped. I don't want to know he could be flipped and other things. But that.
And I mean, sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. If the attraction's there for me, it's mostly like an energy thing. That's what I mostly am attracted to. So, I mean, looks just happen to be a part of some attraction, like initial, like looking at somebody, like, hey, I definitely want to talk to that person. But I mean, sometimes energetically, like I'm just drawn to certain people, and if we could have a good time together, I'm here for it.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, let's keep going. Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
I would say at least 80K or more.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, okay. Let me-
Okay. Alicia, we see you, girl. All
yeah,
right.
I try. I'm sorry. Like I'm wearing a sweater, just in the house, lounging with the dog. So we're just
Okay.
watching some movies.
Do you want kids?
I do not want kids. And that's another reason why I've been single, because at this particular point in my life, it hasn't changed on me wanting kids. I mean, like, if they really, really want kids, I don't think I'm the person for them. Or they going to have to make a lot of more money than that. Like, I'm talking
If
about
I gotta make a lot of more money to have you for you to want, that's not a good deal. Especially if I'm getting up in the morning. No, that's not a good deal. That's not a great deal. That's not a good deal. It's not a good deal, and it's fine. There's people out there who may not want kids, who can't have kids. It's not you're not bad because you can't. But if you got to make more money and you're able to have them, like come on, man, that's. Then she said bare minimum, like you got to make 80K a year. That's a lot of like, bro. A lot of people don't even make 50 grand. 80 bands. That's near a 6-figure man a year. $20,000. That's some good chili. That's solid. That's a solid income. If you're not cool with $80,000 and I don't know what you on the internet too much. You got people who ain't even man. It get tough out here for certain people in our reality. But she said in order to have, she's just kicking it with her dogs. So I get it, man. She got her and her dogs.
400K or more. Because if I'm going to happen to be a single mom at one particular point, like I'm going to be a comfortable single mom. Like I'm not doing no broke hoes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alicia, you are cracking me up.
Ooh.
So let me get this straight. 80K if he's not trying to have no babies. But if he wants to convince you to have his child, he has to make at least 400K.
At least.
So you want
In
to.
what world do they be? Where does she find them? First of all, you've been single without anything for 37 years. So with plus 80K plus you and your dogs, and then in order for me to be able to have to have a blessing of having kids with you, $400,000 minimum. This is what you look at and just be like, yeah, this is the internet. This is not reality. It's not the real world. It's not going on. That's why she's 37. No, what? And she's serious too. Look like she real serious. It look like nah, she's standing on that.
You want to have a baby by a man that made 100K?
No, that's not enough in today's economy. Remember, I'm in accounting. I got my bachelor's degree in business administration. I understand how this economy works. And if you're a single person in today's society, you definitely can't be making less than that.
But Alicia, are you going into it with the mindset that you're going to be a single mom for sure? What if you two work together?
I'm okay with that. I just keep going back and forth, My preference would be a man who doesn't want kids. If you have kids already, they be at least grown, and and then me and you can have the fun that we want to, being able to travel, explore, you get to know one another. I just
It's illusion. It's illusion. It's not real. These things are not real. Like, come on. Like, you got 6'5", you gotta be an actor looking. If you want kids, you gotta have 400 grand minimum. You gotta get her 400 grand. She need to know you making 400 grand. If you want a baby out of her, 37 years old with dogs. Don't want kids. Don't mind if you turn over a little bit. Yeah, that's not a good deal. For anybody, that's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. Like, that's not somewhere you like, oh yeah, man. A homie called me, hey man, then you be like, hey, how she look? Send her to the group chat. Then he like, she anybody you know if the man oh yeah, that's not a good deal, buddy. It's not a good deal, buddy. Nah, big guy. Kick it on that one, man. You gotta kick it. This not it.
feel like kids, especially when you have little kids with somebody else, like it just complicates things. And then me having kids with someone, like I just get too in my head on, seeing other friends of mine who've been single moms and seeing what they've gone through. And that's something I don't want to go through. So I'm an avoider. If it's not something I'm going to go through, it ain't
Right.
happening.
Ultimately, you don't want to have kids.
Ultimately, I do not
Yeah,
want to have kids. Or if anything, it'll probably be like Janet Jackson. I'll be 50 something years old and finally have one because I didn't travel the world and did everything I didn't wanted to do. So now it's time to like settle down like that.
got you. Okay.
I mean, you don't want to have none. Some people can't. It's just beautiful to be able to have kids. This is amazing, especially under marriage. So then you give out oh, if you want kids, you got to make 400,000. Who are you? You want kids with me? You got to make 400,000. They just say someone's a candidate, and they like, okay, I'm watching this video. Shout out Kendra G. She do these lives. What if somebody's actually watching the live? Like, okay, she may be my cup of tea. Blah blah blah. All right, I'm making about 70 grand, 75 grand. Ain't too far from 80. We could do a little something. She got her money. I might start a partnership with her. She 37. Bop. I want kids. Dang, she don't want kids. But if she do, I gotta make 400,000. Who's gonna take that deal? The ideal guy, no one's taking that deal. And then you waking up looking over, it's like, damn. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. That's like me asking for, like, that's like me trying to, I need somebody. I need Rihanna tomorrow. I want to be, she with ASAP Rocky 3. It's no way that's happening. Me getting with Rihanna. She's with ASAP Rocky. Somewhere kicking in Hollywood Hills. Relaxing. Max relaxing. Doing a thing, multi-billionaire. That's how far of a shot she's taking to trying to find someone who's going to pay her 400 grand to make kids with the boom boom. No one's doing that with her. 400 grand? That's not happening. That's not a great deal. That's a long shot. That's like me trying to make a shot from the other side of the parking lot into a little bitty, until no goal. Because there's no way that's going in. I'm just throwing the ball at this point. You just doing stuff. Like, oh yeah, you just doing stuff. Like, come on, man. That ain't even a needle in a haystack type of chance. That's not happening. No one's gonna pay you 400 grand. Or anybody who worked 400 grand a year is not dealing with you. That's not happening. Come on, man. And then you got stipulations. Oh, I don't want it.
All right, let's keep going. So, we got that clarity. I'm trying to think. Did I ever ask you when was your last relationship?
Honestly, it was a hot minute ago.
Hot minute.
I date, but I would say last serious relationship where there was like a discussion of marriage and whatnot, that would have probably been like 10 years ago.
A decade.
Okay. You don't have to answer,
No,
but I'm
no,
going to ask.
but-
When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I would say like 7 months ago or more.
A month ago or more. Okay. Let's do, we already did that. 3 flaws you have to work on.
So Sometimes, like I said, my friend says I'm too nice. I will say I'm quick to anger when frustrated, and time management. I'm kind of one of those people like, hey, I know I have an hour to get to work, and then you start getting out the shower and looking at yourself in the mirror and doing this and picking up that or cleaning up this, and then next thing you know, you're late. So sometimes it happens. Usually I'm only a couple minutes late, but still, it's a time management issue. I know I got a problem with it.
Okay, I got a couple of paid questions. I feel like you could handle it.
Look, we'll go with it. My personal opinion, just because I am a burn victim, and growing up, people always want to throw their personal opinions on me, and it's like, look, you really need to save it for someone who actually cares, or if you paying my bills, then I'll listen. But we'll see what they got tonight, Kendra.
Okay. Okay. I feel like you ready for whatever they got to be quite honest.
Oh, she has to be ready. She hopped on there like that. You gotta be ready. Like I gotta be ready for y'all opinion. I don't gotta take heed or listen. But if people are opinionated to random people, people gonna judge and premeditate anything about you by seeing you. They make up a perception of what they see, and then it's just boom. That's just what people do. So I feel like that's just inevitable in life. You could be someone who's not even on the internet. You could be working wherever you work, do whatever you do. People gonna always feel some type of way or think something about I didn't know you was that smart. I remember somebody told me that before in high school because I was just joking a lot. It was just cool. It was a real serious subject that came up. And a female literally told me that out her mouth. Dang, I didn't know you was that smart. All right, so people just they don't subconsciously be like, okay, you're here, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, it's inevitable. So these questions shouldn't mean that you 400,000, you got to be rich like Jet.
Let's start off with Adrian. Adrian Big 30 says, Kendra, you should draw her the man of her dreams and show it to her. So sometimes when women say things that pretty much are very clearly unrealistic for them, I will draw a sketch picture. And he's pretty much saying I should draw you the man.
I mean, the thing is, I know that these men exist out here. Like I've seen on your show that there are people that really.
Oh, what happened? Alicia, what happened, girl? You went out. Alicia, what happened?
Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you still see me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's the thing is, I know that men exist out there. I'm willing to wait for the Mr. Right. I don't want Mr. Right now. I want Mr. Right. So.
Well, let me say this. Yes, see, I think with you though, it was a couple things. You didn't necessarily say you wanted a man that made 400K. What you said is if you were to have a baby, you had to make 400K, but really you don't want to have a baby. So I don't really think that, because 400K, I'm looking at the comments. That's a lot of what they're like. This one, Kareem, the delusion is real. 400K, Mubaka, Aquaman, you're going to need all of Infinity Stones to pull that off.
That's fine. Infinity Stones are not, I mean, like I said, the guy's out there somewhere, and I'm hoping maybe using your platform will get me more out there to be.
No, it's gonna get you out there. But I don't. Anybody making 400 grand, it's not gonna look to have a baby with you. All right, come on, man. That's like me trying to get. That's like me not trying to become. That's like me. Oh yeah, I'm about to be in the NBA next year. That's not happening. I don't care how many shots I put up this year. I can put up 1,000 shots a day. You're not going to the NBA, Xavier. Kick it. You know what I mean? 400 grand to have a baby. And she said she don't want kids, so it's not something she's like, it has to happen. It's just, if it does, this has to be it. What if it's a guy that really want kids, which really want to build everything, but dang, I don't got 400 grand. And I'm not sick. To even be over 6 feet is not normal. That's not normal. It's not normal. I used to think it was till my cousin told me. Like, hey man, look, bro, you over 6 feet. That's not normal height for me. I'm like, yeah, it is, because I play basketball. So I've been around people who 6'5", 6'2", 6'3". I'm 6'2", 6'3" with some Balenciagas on. So if I'm on the team, I got people taller than me. We about the same height. I'm always played basketball all my life. I got cousins like either right here, a little bit taller, or like, you know. So I done been around some, like I done seen height. But when we went to a Clipper game, and he like, bro, look around, bro. How many people over 6 feet? I'm looking, I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Like, you got a point. A lot of people's not over 6 feet. So you got to be over 6 feet. You got to make 400K if you want to procreate with her. She's on a platform to be, so she's asking for it. That's not happening. Over 6 feet, 400 grand. That's pro basketball player. Over 6 feet making 400 grand. And if he's not a social media influencer or some type of high value guy financially, that's a different lane. That's another lane. I don't think that's a good deal for that. I don't think that's a good deal. She has time management issues. She says she loves her dogs. You got to be a dog lover. Like, there are certain things you look at and be like, all right, yeah, it's not happening. Like, that's, you know. But it's just social media.
Your platform will get me more out there to be able to find him. Because
let me say this. Okay, let's sit here for 1 second. Just ask this question. Again, 400K was based on if you were to have a kid. And I honestly think you just threw that out there because it's like, for me to have a kid, it would take this much. But have you ever dated a man that made 400K?
Yeah.
Oh, what, girl? Why you with me? Why you not with him?
Because he was more like two guys. So one guy, he was white, and he pretty much was like, we can date, and, you know, I'll take you to nice restaurants and do all this stuff, but pretty much my mom ain't gonna let me marry a black girl, so like, it is what it is.
He made almost $500,000 a year.
He made 500 plus, was traveling up. He had a security business that he owned.
Ooh, okay, who's?
So you had somebody, right, and he chose not to do it. Oh yeah, I'm cool. We could just do this and do that, but you know, the delusion. He didn't do it. You wasn't with. He didn't do it. This is, you see it, man.
The other guy that you dated that made that much.
It's another dude. Look.
Honestly, we just went on 1 or 2 dates. He was another old white guy. I don't know.
So they're both white men.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you open to? You are open to white men, right?
I am open to white men. I mean, especially like if they are talking about they want a kid and make 400K, then yeah. I get nervous about being around white people because, like, you know, just the racial climate and everything. Like I told you, that first guy, I don't want to go through that again. Like, I get tired of being around white people that like have that one racist uncle that, oh, that's just Uncle so-and-so. And, you know, that's just how he is. And like everybody tiptoe around like racial issues and stuff like that. But then I'm at your dinner table, like being uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't.
So, do you want to date a black man that makes 400K?
I mean, like I said, I'm open. To me, race isn't really.
I'm gonna be real. We're not gonna finish this. That's not half. Shout out to Kendra G. Shout out to Kendra G. You feel me? Doing her thing on YouTube. 276,000 subscribers, crushing it. It's not easy to do. Anybody on YouTube knows that. That's a very great platform as far as like numbers. She's doing her thing. You know, she got something going on. Shout out Kendra G. But the lady in the video, don't know her. We'll never know her. Probably never see it. But it's just crazy that that's what's out there. Like of course you have to how can I put it? It's like, let me make sure this video is saved, because a lot of times I'll be reacting. All right, yeah, we all good. We all good. All right, yeah, we all good. Right. I'm realistic with my expectations, right? When it comes to goals and aspirations and things you can control, you can become a multi-millionaire. You put God first. If it's in His will, it'll be done. You know that's something that's a whole nother level. But when it comes to certain women and certain brackets of It's different lanes, right? It's different lanes. In a realistic world that we live in, you could be a great guy. You could be 6'2". Good guy, probably has some chili and everything. Good money, good dude, boom, boom. But you getting with Rihanna is never happening. Before A$AP Rocky, she was with a billionaire, and that didn't work out. You have to think about it, right? There's certain levels and it's levels to everything. I can become a quarter million more rich. I mean a quarter billion. I could be a 250 million. And you still not getting, it's just the expectation. You have to be realistic. It's not happening. It's not happening. If you're a guy that's at Dollar Tree, you're not going to end up with let's say a Paris Hilton that's not happening. Number one, females are not bossing up. A multi-million-dollar female is not looking at Dollar Tree. They just don't. Multi-million-dollar men don't look at her and say, I'm going to pay you 400 grand or don't mind having, and boom. The guy she been with who old white, they didn't do it. It's just certain things you just know it's not going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's just so much of a long shot. That's why I do say she need all the infinity stones, boom, because it's a movie. You'll be in a movie if that happens. Like, it's a movie. It's just reality. It's just what happens. Like, it's just what goes down. Literally, there's certain females I'd be like, man, nah, I would love to be. But I'd be like, yeah, that's not going to happen. And that don't mean that you're not a good guy or she's not a good girl. But your expectations got to be it got to be realistic. That doesn't mean settle. No. Oh, I just got to settle for. Of course not. But the entitlement that you got to do, be humble. Work on put God first, work on yourself. Your relationship, get led and guided by him, footsteps, blah. He going to lead you in the right way and trust in his wisdom. But it just be funny reacting to this stuff. It's real. It's people really out there who's like, yeah, this is what it's about. Like, oh yeah, he needs to be a multi-million-dollar 6'5". You gotta go find somebody in the NBA. Like somebody to get with her, they would have to be like almost in the league. They gotta be over 6 feet, to have a kid at least with her. She don't mind you, but even if without a kid, you got to make 80 grand. How many of y'all in the comments are making 80 grand a year? And this is not to be like, oh yeah, nah, like no, but how many men is making 80 grand a year? It's not a lot of men making 80 bands a year. And there's not a lot of men over 6 feet. So at 37, no man, no husband. Don't mind them flipping over from time to time. She's with her dogs. It's reality. Like I already knew, like before the woman I want, I gotta get myself together. And it has nothing to do with no money or it's the way she carries herself. I'm enraptured by how she carries herself and what she values more than how she look and what she make. So my ideal woman is very obtainable, beautiful. But I know my spirit, I have to become a better man, get more wisdom, see God more. Because the woman that I want to get married to, she's going to be a high value woman spiritually, mentally. These are things you can seek God for. I'm not asking for no $1 billion woman. See, you got, in order for me to impregnate a woman, she got to be able to match me, my finances. She got to be able to cook the master 5-star chef. She got to be able to be squeaky. Like, come on, bro. Like, like value the right things. You going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? But it be like that, man. We all got certain things we got to work on, man. Hey, it be like that. Just be realistic with yourself. You're not beating up Gervonta Davis. He will knock you out. You're not going to step in the street and just expect, oh, yeah, I'm a man. I'm about to. So it's just certain things she's not finna get that 6'5" model. 6'5", 5-star model looking, $500,000 a year, don't want no kid, or we do have kids, man. If that's the case, hey, what's the joint? I need Angel Reese. If she let me go and get Angel Reese, man, hey Angel Reese, what's going on? Just playing. Y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, man. We going crazy. Put God first, line the leading guide, y'all for real. And we on the road to 1 million subscribers. We at what, 256? This last year I was at like 130. We growing. Oh man. I feel like I'm gonna get 1 million. That's something like I just know I could do. Because I'm gonna put in the work for it. We're gonna grind. I have to work harder. I can't just, tomorrow, by tomorrow I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers. That's unrealistic. Let's get 1 million subscribers in a day. And God can do anything, but you have to you gotta be realistic. I gotta be more consistent. Am I ready to have 1 million subscribers? Am I mentally ready for that? That's why you seek God wisdom. I know I be talking again, but it all time. Seek God wisdom. Let him lead and guide you. She might not even be ready for that type of man. Might have her going crazy. Now you done got something you ain't ready for. So man, I'm just being real, man. But hey, this title one is 400. It takes $400,000 to have a baby with this woman. Woo! That might be a banger. This might be a banger. Shout out Kendra G for the man.